Alright, hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing some benchmarking in A Plague Tale Requiem. I have a 3070, and if you want to see my full PC specs, they'll be down in the description down below. And yeah, we're just going to be switching through all the different resolutions, 1080p, 1440p, 4K, and switching like DLSS on and off to see how that affects the game. And then we'll also change up the game settings too to see how that affects it. But yeah, if you enjoy this video or find it helpful, like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get right into the video. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put these settings at ultra settings, which they're already at, everything ultra. And then we're going to put the game at 4K. All right. And then we're going to make sure DLSS is turned all the way off. And this is going to be like as hard as the game is going to be to run. Ultra settings at 4K. So 24 FPS, honestly, I'm kind of surprised because the 4070 from the other games that I've tested at 4K, and it never really performed too well. But around between like 24 and 30 FPS, that's not bad. And it does look just incredible. We just stand still here. Let's just admire this. It looks so good. Let me tell you, the devs of this game did an amazing job on the graphics. But that's 4K. Now let's test out 4K with quality DLSS. I don't really want to go much lower than quality because testing all the settings would take too long. But I feel like quality's a good setting to use. Yeah, we go up to about 35. Let's see, probably go up to 40 around over here. Yep, there we go. 40 FPS. Alright, that's not bad. This is definitely playable. I could play at 40 FPS because it is after all a story-driven game and all that. So I think 40 FPS would definitely be playable for sure. But now let's see what we get at the balance setting. We'll test out quality and balanced for all the different resolutions. Okay. So now we're getting up a little bit past 40 maybe. Yep, 46, 44. Alright, that's good. A little bit more playable, although it looks the same, honestly, as what do you call it? A quality. It looks the same. I can really only notice the trees. Other than that, though, it looks, yeah, like those tiny branches, I can't really point at it, but like right where Amicia's head is, those look a little bit more, I guess, screen door-y looking, you know? But everything else looks good. So, alright, let's test out for 1440p with DLSS off. Alright, 1440p with no DLSS, which again, 1440p I think is a sweet spot for gaming resolutions. It's still sharp, but not like really hard for your computer to drive like 4K. But we're getting around 48, almost 50, yeah, 50 FPS. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Definitely very playable. Oh, hold on a minute. Is motion blur on right now? Dude, it turns on automatically. Come on, guys. That is stupid. Don't turn that on automatically. But around 50 FPS with no DLSS. Let's see what we get with DLSS on quality. So right around 60. That's perfect, actually. A little bit below 60, but hey, that's fine, and it looks perfect. I could not tell you a difference between, like, here, let's look at this foliage. It looks dang near perfect. Yeah, that's like the sweet spot for me. That's probably what I'll play at. But now let's see what we get at the balance preset. Oh yeah, okay. Balanced is definitely starting to look considerably less sharp than it was at 4K. 4K, yeah, I could barely tell the difference between quality and balanced. But I can definitely tell this is balanced. It's definitely now noticeably not as sharp. But we are getting a little bit above 60, yep, all the way up to 70 FPS. Nice and smooth. and I think it re-enabled motion blur again. No, it didn't. Okay, that's good. All right, now let's test out 1080p with no DLSS. All right, so at 1080p ultra, no DLSS, we're getting pretty much 60 FPS, which is actually what they said you would get in the recommended benchmarks. My computer is pretty similar to the computer that they recommended for the recommended system requirements, and their recommended requirements, which was 1080p ultra, 60 FPS, was really similar to my computer. The only real difference was the CPU. My CPU was a bit better than the actual requirements. All right, that's good. Now I'm only gonna test out quality for 1080p because I know balance is gonna look pretty bad. I feel like it already looked bad on 1440p. All right, I can notice it for sure. I think when you're playing at 1080p and you have DLSS set at quality, it's actually rendering the game at 720p, and then upscaling it, and I can definitely tell it's considerably less sharp, but totally playable for sure. It still looks great. Although I wouldn't go any lower than that. Just for fun, we'll test out balanced. Okay. Yeah, that's bad. I would not want to play with this. I would rather turn down the game settings to maybe high instead of play like this. Because it is like way less sharp. But hey, 80 to 84 FPS, almost 90, so that's good. Okay, now let's do the graphics test. We're gonna stick it at 1440p right there, and then we're gonna turn DLSS off. And as we know, ultra, we get around 40, 45, 50 FPS. But now let's do high. 47 FPS, 50. It's pretty much the same, and honestly, it looks the same. I can't tell a difference. I'm not sure. I think it's applied. I think. Like I went back to the main menu and stuff, and that usually like I did the settings and all that. It looks the same. Like I can't tell a difference. And the FPS is pretty much the same too. Okay, hold on. Let's try medium settings and see if I can tell the difference. I should be able to tell the difference from medium. Okay, so as you can see, medium settings, 1440p, no DLSS. Okay, at least the FPS is better now, but I still can't really tell a difference. But at least the FPS is a little bit better, because that makes me feel like I'm actually in medium settings now. But it looks just as good. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Let me try one more thing. We're gonna do medium settings, but I'm gonna like fully restart the game instead of going back to the main menu. Maybe you need to do that to make sure the settings are applied. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I have to be doing something wrong because I can barely tell the difference. I know this is low settings. Like the trees look a little bit worse, but like ain't no way this is low settings because it still looks amazing. FPS is a little bit better, but like low settings shouldn't look this good. Like the only place I can really tell that I'm in low settings is the trees from far away look a little bit worse. That's it. I can't tell the difference otherwise. Here, let me switch it back to ultra. Man, that is weird. Okay, we're at full ultra settings, 1440p with no DLSS, and yeah, we went back down to about 45, 50 FPS. But like that's crazy. Low settings, like Low settings look great. Like, I honestly would be totally fine with playing at low settings. I mean, this does look noticeably better, mainly the trees. But man, hey, if your computer is weak and you have to play at low settings, don't worry, you'll be chilling because them low settings look amazing. Alright, so that's about all the benchmarking I'm going to do. We covered all the different resolutions and then tested out all the different preset settings and DLSS on and on, off. So yeah, I do definitely keep a lookout for a video for optimized settings for me, because I'm definitely going to mess around with the settings in here and get just the best possible FPS. So I'll do a video on that when I figure that out. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.